afternoon. Give us a little minute just to coordinate this technological wonder that we have going on in this little right now. How wild is it? I'm literally on a tiny island in the middle of nowhere. Amazing. Hi, you guys. Welcome. Good morning. To everybody who's practicing on yogagirl.com with me today. Thank you so much for joining the site. I'm so happy to have you in our community. This is a really big thing for us. Something I've been wanting to do for a long time is to have regularly scheduled live classes on the site. And now we're making that into a reality. So I feel really, really good about that. I'm going to be live for just a couple of minutes on social media as well. So if you're joining me today on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, we're going to draw our card of the day. We're going to talk a little bit about the theme of the day as well. Take a moment to breathe. And then when we head over to our mats, all of the full practice today is going to happen on yogagirl.com. So if you're already on yogagirl.com, stay there. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere else. So how are we doing today? I feel like it's been a minute since I actually got to hear from you. How are you doing today? You know, it can take a moment just to feel into your heart, finding that one word, one sentence of how am I doing here now? If I take a moment to do that right now, how am I doing? I feel a lot of energy moving through my body right now. There's a lot of excitement around me sitting here, being able to actually teach and offer this to the world, which is really fun for me. I also have my husband here with me. And it's always like, imagine working with your spouse dealing with technological things, which is a little challenging, but all in all, I'm really grateful that we're figuring this out. And wildly grateful that we're able to actually be here doing this right now. That really hit me yesterday, how, you know, with all the challenges and the hard things that come along with social media, with living this life where we're constantly connected and online, there's a lot of challenges around that. For me, that's been a hard piece over the past year or 2 years. And now I just feel this massive blessing around the fact that we have the ability to be here, to talk to each other, to breathe together, to set intentions together, to find affirmations together like we did yesterday, and to actually move. So big thank you to the internet for allowing us to be here. So today's theme, we are continuing with our 30 days of yoga challenge. We're continuing for one more week for everyone who's on yogagirl.com. And today's theme is forgiveness. Today's theme is forgiveness. And forgiveness for me, and I think for a lot of people, is kind of a sensitive subject. It's a sensitive topic. We have this idea, I think, or we've kind of been told that forgiveness, you know, to err, what is that saying? To err is human, to forgive is divine. That we're supposed to forgive everyone for everything all the time, right? So if we're holding on to some kind of resentment, you know, maybe someone hurt us in our past, maybe someone betrayed us in some sense, perhaps we've been severely wounded, you know, and had that happen, or hurt inflicted on us intentionally by other people. Sometimes things happen, there's no one to blame, right? We encounter pain and hurt and struggle, and sometimes we actually have pain and hurt and struggle inflicted onto us by other people. Purposely or not purposely. So it's a really challenging topic, especially if we have this idea that we have to forgive everybody for everything. Some people saying, a lot of people saying the site isn't working, Dennis. If you can triple check. So getting back to forgiveness, this idea that we have to forgive everyone for everything. So I want to start off by saying, when we go about and when we approach the topic of forgiveness, we're going to look at forgiveness as something that we do for us, right? Forgiveness is not something that we do for the other person. Forgiveness is not, you know, for the sake of the person who hurt you or who betrayed you or who inflicted pain on you. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is about you giving yourself the opportunity to clear out some space of whatever resentment, whatever heaviness, whatever pain is there, whatever, you know, that kind of dull, heavy feeling of, I was wrong, like I was victimized here, like that was not okay that these things happened to me. What we're looking to do is clear some space around that, bringing some kindness, some love, some ease back into our own hearts. So that's why we're approaching forgiveness at all. not so much for the other person. Now, of course, if we have a relationship that means a lot to us, and sometimes we mess up, people fuck up, like that's entirely possible and human, that you have a person who you deeply love, who you cherish, who you care about, who ended up hurting your feelings in some shape or form, right? So in that case, approaching forgiveness, of course, is a beautiful thing for both of you to be able to heal whatever was broken in that relationship. But when we're approaching forgiveness in a sense, and it's around the person that maybe isn't in our lives, if we go into heavy topics like abuse, for instance, you do not have to forgive the person who abused you, right? You have no, there's no duty placed on your shoulders of you having to forgive someone who intentionally inflicted pain on you or caused you harm. So sometimes we get to a place inside, regardless of what happened, right? Regardless of what's stuck here, we get to that place of, oh, I want to let this go, right? I want to move on. I want to move forward. Like, I don't want to lug all of this heavy stuff around at all anymore. I want to release. I want to move forward. And if you get to that place, beautiful. So thinking of it in that area, in that way of, I'm forgiving, I'm practicing forgiveness, I'm approaching forgiveness, contemplating forgiveness, meditating on forgiveness for my own sake, not for the other person. So then it doesn't really matter all that much who the person is or who the person was. What matters is the pain that they left behind. So forgiveness, when we get to that place of actually being able to forgive, and sometimes the person that we have to forgive is ourselves, right? Sometimes the person that we have to forgive or that we want to forgive is ourselves. Like maybe we did something, we messed up. We were human beings, like actually humans who aren't perfect all the time. Maybe we hurt someone, whether or not we meant to or didn't mean to, We go through these kinds of cycles, and I think being able to be conscious and present enough with our own actions that we can get to a place of, man, like that was crazy. I can't believe I did that. That was messed up. Okay. How can I go about and approach that in a sense of how can I forgive myself for what happened? Maybe it's for how I treated myself my whole life, right? And then perhaps if that's feels like it's part of this practice that I'm in right now, asking the other person for forgiveness. So this goes both ways, right? Asking the other person for forgiveness, saying I'm sorry, or looking to forgive someone else, whether or not they're there to tell you, hey, I'm sorry I did that. If we spend our whole lives waiting for the person who's wronged us to tell us that they're sorry, we might wait forever, right? So that is why we want to really anchor into the theme of forgiveness as something that we do for ourselves, something that we're here to bring more ease into that place of resentment in our hearts. Does that make sense for everybody on the topic of forgiveness, that it's something that we do for us? And if today you feel like, hey, I have nothing to forgive, like I don't resonate with this theme at all, that's okay, we're going to move and go a little bit deeper into the body. Perhaps something comes up, perhaps not. Perhaps you have this big thing right now where you're really feeling like, man, I've been carrying resentment around this betrayal, around this hurt for a long time, and actually this resentment doesn't serve me, right? Me being angry at this other person, me hating this other person, it doesn't change their lives, right? It doesn't impact them in any way, especially if they're not in my life right now. All it does is it weighs heavy on my heart. So how can I give myself a little more ease? How can I give myself a little more space to perhaps begin putting some of that resentment down? So we approach forgiveness in this very open-minded, open-hearted way, and we see what comes our way. Our journaling prompt for today, so the full-length yoga class today, you guys, just so it's clear for everyone, I've shared this like nonstop for 24 hours since yesterday. For all of our subscribers to yogagirl.com, we're going to have a full-length practice right after this card drawing and this little moment to connect right now. So if you're not subscribing to yogagirl.com, you won't be able to take the full class. If you want to subscribe, you can start the 10-day free trial. Super easy. See if you like it. If you love it, stick around. If you don't. That's okay. But we cannot continue doing full-length classes anymore for free for the whole world because we actually have a business to run. So for the sake of our team and for the sake of the community that is Yoga Girl and this platform that we poured so much love into, of course, we have to begin operating as a heart-centered business again. So I hope you've really loved the 30 days of free practice. That's a whole month of free yoga every day. And now we are transitioning back into keeping our business moving. So let's pick a card. I think I actually got a really, okay, I felt like I was cheating on you guys. I feel like this is not my deck anymore. I feel like this is our deck. These are our cards. And yesterday in my meditation practice, I picked a card on my own, which I have not done for like a month. I haven't just picked a card on my own. All of my card drawings have been together with you. So yesterday in my meditation, I felt like, oh, I had this thing I was pondering. I have this huge lizard issue in my life right now. I'm joking. I'm not joking, but I'm also joking. But I picked a card, and as I picked the card, I was like, oh, I need to go live and tell everybody. So today I feel like I feel really anchored into the fact that these are our cards, and the cards that we pick on this deck, it's you are helping channeling this card every day, right? Ooh, thank you for reminding me. Our journaling prompt today, so I actually have 3 prompts. I couldn't settle on just one. I'll share them all on my Instagram story later in case you want to come back and write it down word for word. Pick the prompt that immediately speaks to you. Pick just one and pick the one that really speaks to you. The first one is, I feel resentment around. I feel resentment around. So what is that experience, that situation, that relationship where you're carrying some resentment still? I feel resentment around, and you fill in the blank. Second prompt is, I wish I could forgive. I wish I could forgive. I wish I could forgive that person for doing this, or I wish I could forgive whatever thing came your way in your past. I wish I could forgive, and fill in the blank. Last prompt, so pick the one that speaks the most to you, is I carry hurt around. So maybe that one is a little bit softer. I like that approach. I carry hurt around. So what is that situation in your life where you're still carrying hurt inside, where some residue of pain or hurt is still left within you? I carry hurt around. So picking one of those prompts, the one that speaks to your heart the most. Okay. So let's ground into the body for a moment, wherever you are. Let's go ahead and take a really, really deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and let it go. And closing the eyes. And taking a moment here now just to notice inside of you in this moment how this topic of forgiveness is resonating within. And perhaps it speaks loudly to you. Perhaps you have this urgent sense of, I want to find forgiveness for a special person or around a specific situation. I want to let this go. Perhaps the topic of forgiveness for you feels triggering. Yeah, and it actually absolutely can if we have been on the other end or the receiving end of consciously inflicted hurt, right? That someone purposefully hurt us. The idea of even approaching forgiveness can feel crazy, can feel very, very far away. So meeting yourself as you are in this moment, there's no wrong or right way to do this. There's no wrong way to do this. All ways to do this are the right way if it's your way. So just approaching what's inside with an open mind, with an open heart. And whatever emotion you're finding connected to this topic, let's see if we can open up to that a little bit right now. So just through the nose, taking a deep breath in, feeling into your heart space, and through the nose, exhaling out. And sometimes when we contemplate forgiveness, it also means that we're opening the door to some pain that maybe we haven't looked at in a while. It might mean that we're scratching at that wound that we've been trying to keep away, that we've been trying to keep away in a corner of our hearts, a wound that we don't want to look at, that we don't want to feel. But just trusting in that whatever you're feeling in this moment perhaps is something that's ready to surface. And we can do that just a little bit at a time. And that's how we begin that process of healing, or we enter that path of healing as we look at the wound for a moment. We take a little moment just to feel what's there. And then we come back here now. We come back to the body and we breathe, we move, we anchor again. And then when the time comes, when we feel ready again, we go back to the wound, we take a moment, maybe a little bit of a longer breath there, and then we come back again. So when we're looking to heal something, we don't open all of Pandora's box at the same time, but little drops at a time. And forgiveness can work in that same way. Perhaps what this practice will be all about for you is just anchoring into the longing to forgive. It could be that simple. I want to forgive. I don't know how. I don't know if I can. But I want to forgive. I want to put some of this resentment down. So take a deep breath into whatever is true for you. Open the mouth and exhale to release. And let's gently blink the eyes open. I'm going to do a little split of this deck. 1, 2, 3. So our card of the day. If this doesn't immediately make you think of Carol Baskin, then I don't know what does. We have received this card before. No. Okay. Well, this is fun. This is really fun. Okay, so the back of the deck. These are the cards that we received today. We got the tiger card, and we got the lizard card. I have never been more excited. I told you I can only pick cards when you're here with me. I cannot do this on my own. This deck forever belongs to you. Holy shit. Okay, we're going to read. We have received the tiger card before. We have not received the lizard card before. If you follow me on social media, you know that lizard is a little bit of a theme in my life right now. Tiny theme. Okay. I'm going to begin with the tiger card because that's the first card. Oh my God, this is amazing. Thank you, Spirit. This is wonderful. Thank you. I mean, whoever, wherever God is, he or she has a good sense of humor. Okay, tiger. Lunar force, ease in darkness, and feminine energy. Carol. The tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There's nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. Whew. When in balance, the tiger is passionate, strong, and sensual. When out of balance, the tiger is overstimulated. To bring into balance, candle gazing. Okay. If you still have not watched Tiger King, you must. But seriously, this card, I know we have received it once before, but the ease in the darkness, is that not like exactly what we spoke about around forgiveness? Whatever that dark resentment that might be lingering in your heart, we're looking to bring ease into that by contemplating or meditating on forgiveness right now. Wow. Okay. Second card. Duši, a mi porskúče mimes. I think there. Lizard card. Lizard card. Okay. This is magical. I did reach a breaking point yesterday with this lizard that I have in my life. And then I found new energy around it. So, lizard, this applies. Whatever this card says right now applies. Okay. Lizard, instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, and dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. When in balance, the lizard is artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. When out of balance, the lizard is elusive, non-committal, and flaky, and to bring into balance a creative project. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. Sensitive to the subtle and a dreamer. This is so amazing for today. This is so amazing for today. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. This is all about our intuition, right? This is all about that creation that we are so tapped into right now, where you know you're on the right path, where you know you are going to manifest that dream that you're looking to create, that you're looking to put out into the universe. You can sense it even though you can't see it just yet. This is an incredible message. Oh, should I bring some gratitude into my lizard drama? I think I can. I really think I can. Wow, return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. Wow. Okay, this is a big thing. We're going to take this energy, this lizard and tiger energy, along with our theme of today's challenge, which is forgiveness. We're going to take it onto our mats right now. So I'm going to say bye-bye to social media. Thank you, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, for joining me right now. And we are going to head over to yogagirl.com for this full-length practice. I have a message from tech support. If you are on yogagirl.com, double check and make sure you are logged in if you're having any problems with accessing the class. Make sure you are logged into your account on yogagirl.com. Okay, so it's not just open on the homepage, you have to be logged in. See you guys on yogagirl.com and have a beautiful, beautiful, calm lizard day. Okay, you guys, so we're going to coordinate.